Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, second year students. Now we have this lecture in The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. We start in this page, and the last thing we remember that the old man hooked the fish. Now the fish ate the bite and it is hooked, and we consider this as a raising action. Why? Because the events are going to be complicated. Now there is a direct confrontation, direct struggle between Santiago and the marlin. This is day number 3 in the sea. We don't forget that he make a trip in the sea and alone to fish marlin, and now he is alone and the fish is hooked. But what happened is that the fish is very huge, it is very big, and he can't hold the line. So what his plan is that he is going to depend on his tricks, that he couldn't jump after it because it's going to destroy him. He can't hold the line, it is very huge. He went that the fish itself is going to jump, and he is going to use his harpoon around. So he is going to kill the fish by his harpoon. This is his own plan. Now he wants the boy to be with him. Actually, he wants his own youth returned to him, his own strength of the past days to be with him in order to overcome this huge fish. Now this is the battle between them, and he actually, in this paragraph, he tried not to think, but only to endure, to resist, to sustain, to withstand this enemy or this fish, because it is very huge. Sometimes it himself withdraw and hold the line towards the sea. So this is the what happened. So that's why he tried to make the matter go in this way. He want the fish to feel tired and jump from the sea and kill it by his harpoon in this way. So what happened? Look to his suffering within the middle of the sea, that he is alone and he is hungry, thirsty, and so he is surrounded by difficult situation. What he said, I can't do nothing with him and he can't do nothing with me. He thought, not as long as he keeps this up. So they are now equal. This fish is going to depend on its physical strength, and this man is going to depend on his mental strength, his maturity, and his knowledge. So in this way, this battle is going to move in this way. Then he said aloud, I wish I had the boy to help me and to see this. He wished the boy to help him, as we said, represent to his past youth, also to see this achievement, this by itself as achievement, that he get marlin. Yes, he couldn't get it between his hands, but at least he hooked it up to now. This is what he have in this. Then in this paragraph, look, he began to pity the great fish. What do we have in this paragraph? The whole paragraph, he glorified the fish, he admired the fish. He never hate the fish. Now he respect it, appreciate it, and sometimes he feels sorry towards the fish, because this is his fate. The fish of the fate is to be hooked by the fisherman, and this is the destiny of this man is to be fisherman, to hug this fish, and he respects it. I want you to focus on the concept of fate now, and you remember this concept in the Greek drama with Oedipus last year. And what happened here? Also he admired this fish, because he talked about all the things that are positive in this fish, that it is strong, it is sometimes beautiful. Now what he wants to say in this paragraph, that when you study your enemy, appreciate your enemy, never belittle your enemy in order to overcome him. Focus on his positive points and be aware from them, focus or study his weakest points and size them or try to exploit them. So here in this way he never belittle his enemy, he never try to mock his enemy. As opposite, always he admired the fish, and sometimes we said that he never explained it as an enemy, rather as a brother, as a equal partner, as sometimes as a friend. So all this here he talk about what? He talk about his glorious things. He glorify the what? He glorify the fish and explain that it is his own fate that make you a fish in order to be hooked by a fisherman. It is my fate that make me what? Make me as a fisherman to hook you. And at the end he was said, just as desperate as I sin. So now it is a mention for the sin. So this is his own sin, his own fault to make this with the fish. Also he remembered the time he had hooked one of bear marlin. Now it is a movement between present time and the past time. Now he remember what he remember, his past. Of course his past connected with achievements, with glory, with fishing a good one pair of marlin. Yani he get two marlin, two big fish at the same time. Not and now he couldn't get on one fish. What also always the comparison between the present and the past is unequal comparison. It is contrast. That's why he tried to escape from his suffering, from his harsh reality to the past. Again, with remembering, it is what it is one strategy of the flashback technique. We talked them about in the last lecture. I hope you read them well. Yes, what do we have here? I wish the boy was here. It is a motive. It is a repeated sentences that he repeats this sentence more than one time. That he insists that he in bad need for the boy for his vast physical strength. Once he went the boy actually as a person to show for him his achievements, as how he hooked the fish. But mostly he went the boy as what? As his best youth to be with him in order to could overcome this fish. This is what this is the benefit of the boy motive. Also, if we focus on this, yes, I wish the boy was here. He said aloud and settled himself against the rounded blanks of the bow. He felt the strength of the great fish. Throughout the line, he held across his shoulder, moving steadily toward whatever he had chosen. When once through my treasury, it had been necessary to him to make a choice, the old man thought. So here what do we have? Here we have the concept of choice, and before this time we have the concept of fate. And you remember those concepts. This is now this is his make his choice. That we talk about his struggle. His struggle with what do you think? His struggle with the marlin is his choice or his fate? Before this time he said what? It is my fate that make me a fisherman. Now he said what is my choice that make me to enter to this struggle with the fish. What happened here? Actually, most critics said that this is his own choice. It is not fate, and his own pride that pushed him to enter to this struggle. You remember last lecture we said that he is what? A tragic hero. His speech is a heroic speech. The thing that I born for. Yani fishing is the thing that he born for, as if he is a tragic hero. Now again we find that concept of fate, concept of free will. Again we have a critic said what? It is his own pride. You remember that tragic hero suffering from a pride. It is a pride that destroyed the tragic hero, and this man is enter to this battle because of his pride that he went to prove for the boy and other fishermen that he is a successful one. That's why he entered. He went to fish only marlin, a huge marlin, not any fish. so it is his own blood. What he said, perhaps I should not have been a fisherman, he thought, but that was the thing that I was born for. Again, it is heroic. Most surely remember to eat the tuna after gets light. Again, in this page there is a reference to the boy. There is a boy motive. Also, what happened? That he is going to cut all the lines of other hooks and make only the line of this fish only. While he is cutting these lines, the fish make a quick movement or a quick jump. And because he is old man and he hold the line in one hand and he use his knife in the another hand, he injure his face, he near his below his eye. So this action, it could be analyzed from different corner. First, يعني the direct meet between them. We said that the fish is very huge, and physically speaking the fish is going to overcome him, because now the fish that it is the reason that who cut below his eye. This is one thing. Also, enduring this, there is blood everywhere now from his face. Also, sometimes there is blood from his hand because of the rope, because of the line, holding the line of the hook. This is also said, this is a religious illusion. This reminds us by whom? By Jesus Christ, because he himself is there is blood, and there is bleeding when in the process of Christ injuries. This reminds us by the Christ crucifixion, and how much Christ is humble and love his people, and always do the right, and want to protect the poor people. What he gets in return is that the people killed him, and sometimes they injures him. This reminds us by this. That's why we said that Santiago has a Christian belief, and is a Christ figure. Sometimes we describe him as a Christ figure, because he also humble. He is a successful fisherman, but is still poor, because always help the poor people, and what at the end he received mockery and just ridicules him. That's why he entered to this struggle in order to improve for others that he is still as before. This is the benefit of the religious illusion. This reminds us by the injuries of Christ himself. Look this speech now. He talked directly to the fish. He said softly aloud, "I'll stay with you until I'm dead." So this is heroic speech that he is going to complete his struggle till the end. Never give up, never stop, never feel that he is weak. So this is the idea, that never give up, that complete what you start. Never feel that you are weak, even if you are surrounded by so many difficulties. So this is the idea. Now we have this old man within the sea alone. Now it is noon. Okay, the heat of the sun. He is thirsty, he is hungry, and he is in need for the boy to be motivation for him, to be a help for him. Okay, and he is hooked a huge fish which is stronger than him, but he never stopped. He never giving up. He is still with this struggle until he did. So also enduring the making blood, or seeing the blood in this scene, before the scene I mean, when the fish make a quick jump. This reminds us by what maybe it is, maybe foreshadowing element we call it, and you know what do you mean by foreshadowing element. Maybe it is a hint, تلميح, that maybe there is a death. This story ends by the death of the Santiago, maybe it ends by the loss of his fish. It is maybe, we said. We don't sure because we don't finish this story up to now. Now in these lines that we found that he is going to find his, and depend on his tricks and his knowledge of the sea. What he said: when the sun had risen further, the old man realized that the fish was not tiring. There was only one probable sign. The slant of the line showed he was swimming at lesser depth. That did not necessarily mean that he would jump, but he might. God, let him jump, the old man said. I have enough line to handle him. So what do we have? This is his own strategy, his own way, that he want the fish to be jumped and killed by his harpoon. Now it is, and he make it tired, so that he doesn't want to hold the line. Only he wanted swim in the sea and then feel tired. But this does not happen. But what is good for him, it is swimming at a lesser depth, not deeply. What he said: God, let him jump. So now he returned to God. He asked God to help him in this difficult situation and make this fish jump as far as he can, kill it at the end. Yes, look, this sentence finished. He said, I love you and respect you very much, but I will kill you dead before this day ends. So what happened? Now this is the third day, and he know he is going to kill this fish at the end of this day. As we said that he doesn't hate the fish. He entered to this struggle just to improve that he is a successful fisherman. Not because he hates the fish, nor he want to gain money, just to improve for the boy and others, that he is still have the ability and his old past days. There is a conversation between the old man and a bird, and a bird as a sign that sometimes it is, let me say, it is a rest for him, to take a rest. Also the whole conversation between the old man and this bird indicate what? The unity between old man and the other elements, the natural elements. This man is part of the nature and understand everything in the sea, above the sea and under the sea. And the bird is one element of the nature, and he feel unity with this animal and understand this animal. And look to what he said, and the whole conversation between this animal, I mean the bird and old man. And we talk about this in the file. Throughout the base below these lines, that there is he talk with himself about what about the about the food. You remember in the beginning of this story that we have the boy who help him, who serving him, who take care of him relating to his food and his drink, and always insist and prepare everything for the Santiago to take his food. And now he himself, Santiago himself, went to eat without the helping of the boy, without insisting, without advising of the boy, because there is a reason. There is a reason to eat. Now he has an aim, which is to get the marlin. Now he hooked the marlin and he is near to get the marlin. So he has an aim and he went to achieve it. That's why we said that he is always, especially old people, in need for a company, in need for an aim, because olding age not means the end of everything, not means stopping everything or killed everything around them. Now this man has a hope and has an aim, and he went to achieve this aim. This is relating to the aid, and before this there is a conversation with a bird. It is some sort of the hope for him. What do we have here? Be patient, hand, he said. I do this for you. I wish I could feed the fish. Now he is going to feed the fish itself. He thought he is my brother, but I must kill him, and keeps strong to do it. Slowly and continuously he ate all of the wood shaped strips of fish. What do we have here? We have religious references. Okay, before this we said that he loved the fish, he appreciated the fish, he never hated the fish, but it is his own pride that pushed him to enter to this struggle. Just he wants to improve for others that he is a successful fisherman. Now he described the fish as his own brother, but he must kill him. This is a religious reference actually. This is a religious illusion. Why? Because you read in Holy Quran, and we hear from the stories of other religions that Adam's sons, one killed the other. Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel, one killed Cain killed Abel. Both of them are Adam's sons, and one killed the other. Cain killed Abel. وتقدم قربان وتقبل من أحدهم ولم يتقبل من الآخر. This is the story of his sons. So it is what is the reason that pushed one of the brother to kill the other? It is his envy, that envy his elder brother. Why he present atonement or something like atonement, yes, and God accepts from one of them and does not accept it from other. That's why he invaded his own brother and killed him. This is the reason why he killed his brother. Now, what is the reason that pushed the brother to kill his brother? It is we said that this is his own pride that wished Santiago to kill his. So this is a religious illusion, religious references, and by the way, it is very important if these students focus on it, please. Yes, God helped me to have crown go, he said, because I don't know what the fish is going to do, but he seems calm, following his plan, but he is his plan. What is his plan? He thought, what is mine? Mine I must improve to his because of his great size. If he will jump, I can kill him, but he stays down forever, then I will stay down with him forever. So again, this is relating to his plan, relating to his relating to his own tricks. Also, the fish itself, what it seems that is not an easy, because it seems that it hooked before, and we talk about the philosophy of the fault. Make committing the fault, make being hooked before, that give the fish knowledge also, give the fish some sort of tricks. So the fish is also not easy as we think. So it is not only means it has a great size, also it has a knowledge, because it never make any jump. That's why we say it is not an easy, because this man is going to depend on his tricks, on his knowledge only, not his physical strength. And this fish is going to depend on his strength, and up to now it is calm, never make a jump. So this is the idea here. Now in this paragraph, now he glorified the fish, as we said before, that he focused on his point of weakness, point of strength, and point of strength to avoid them and take them and be aware from them, and point of weakness to exploit them. So he said that this animal doesn't have a mind, it is not intelligent as we are the fishermen who killed them, and and I never make him know that he has a strength, that he is stronger than me, so that he never is, he does not enter to a direct struggle with the fish. And he never hold the line, because in this way he is going to lose the fish, because the fish is stronger than him. That's why he is going to use his own tricks, as we said. So he uses the tricks. Also, the differences between between Santiago and the fish, that they are completely different. They are that the fish depends on his strength, while it is noble. Yes, it is noble and more able, because it has a physical strength, while this man has the intelligence and the tricks of the sea. So this is the idea in this paragraph, focusing on the differences as well as depending on the tricks on. Now what do we have in this paragraph? That he make because he hold the lines, and because of the lines of the hook, his hands are injured. there is a blood in his hand. This also a religious illusion. This also foreshadowing element. Religious illusion because this reminds us by whom? By Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ is endured by his own people when they when they killed him. Okay, this also remind foreshadowing element that it may be this struggle end by loss, but not necessarily to won at the end. يعني not must he won at the end. Maybe he lost. Maybe because since there is a blood. Also, there are three things that are brothers. What are they? Fish and my two hands. Again, there is reference to brothers. Again, this fish is described as being brothers. Again, it is a reference to what? To Adam's son, because he is about to kill his own brother, and he knows this. But there is a reason why he killed his brother. Why Cain killed his brother, and why Santiago now killed his brother. Of course, there is a reason, and he went to justify why he killed. What do we have in this paragraph? This paragraph, all this in this, what do you observe now? This indicates that his faith. He said, "I'm not religious," he said, "but I will stay now I stay with God." Now he is going to return to God. Not only God, he asked the God to help him. He asked the Hail Mary to help him. He asked all the prophets to help him. Also, he said that Mary, grace of the Lord. So he make also pilgrim ask the Blessed Virgin Mary to pray to help him in this. He make a prayer within the middle of the sea, because this is the man you suppose within the. If you are alone, you are not alone. You are because God with you. In your difficult situation, you're supposed to return to God, because God is the one who, first one who is going to help you in these difficulties. Never forget that there is a God. Always has the ability to protect you, to give you ability to overcome whatever difficulty you face. This is the idea in this paragraph. So Santiago is a typical religion. Then he realized that this fish is stronger than him. I had better revise little line out of a strain. He said, if the fish decide to stay another night, I will need to eat again, and the water is low in the bottle. I don't think I can go anything but a dolphin here. But if I eat him fresh enough, he won't be bad. I wish a flying fish would come on board tonight, but I have no light to attract them. A flying fish is excellent to eat raw, and I would not have to cut him up. I must have saved all my strength. No, Christ, I didn't know he was so big. I will kill him though, he said, in all his greatness and his glory. This is طبعا a heroic speech. This, you know that he has difficult situation. Now he's alone, he is hungry, that he's still another night alone with himself, and there is no water even. And what? And he is going to kill him. Despite all these difficulties, he is going to kill this fish. Despite all the greatness and the glory of the marlin, he is going to kill it. So this is a heroic speech. Again, this is bright on the part of Santiago, because the differences is sharp between them, and you're supposed to check the meaning of the bride with the tragic hero, because this is necessary to explain next lecture. Next lecture we are going to what happened for Santiago because of his. Now in this paragraph there is a reference to DiMaggio, the baseball player. Any reference to this player, it is a reference to his past, because he loved this player, he respect this player, and consider him as a model. Here in this paragraph he is going to tell us his own story, why he loved this player, why he consider him as a model player, as player number one on the baseball league, because this player is also injured, or he is suffering from broken of his leg. Okay, despite his this injury, he complete his game and brought the victory to his own team. So that's why he loved this player and consider him as a model. So all the circumstances of this player is similar to his own circumstances. I mean Santiago's circumstances, similar to his own situation. Now Santiago is alone, thirsty, hungry, and in need for a help of the boy. But despite all these difficulties, he is going to overcome and brought the victory to his own team. That what is his team? That the boy, I mean. He is going to improve for the boy that he is a successful and lucky fisherman because he could get the marlin. So look to the similarity between the two. That's why we understand when we read the story of Dimeggio, we understand why Santiago loved him, why for him he is a successful player. After talking about the player, he is going to talk about the fish and how he talk about the fish as if it understand him, and how the fish did not trust him, of course, because he want to catch her. Now the day, it is the third day, and it is going to be the night. The sun will be back it, and he wonder if this night will what to bring for him. He wonder whether what happened in this night. This is the end of the day 3 in his trip, and this is not the end of his struggle with the fish, because he is going to complete, even in the night he is going to complete his struggle, never stop. For this man, this struggle does not stop in this way. He's supposed to finish it, because there is no in dictionary meaning for what giving up or stop. No, he is going to complete what he started. So focus students on this point, religious references of this lecture, and the bride is very important, and focus on the boy motive, on the motive for the player, the major motive. All these things are important. These students pay attention for them. I think this is the end of our lecture and the page 35. Thank you very much.